Hi everybody and welcome to the second chapter of Onliners Project.
Now it's not only my family and friends back home in Europe who've been asking this question, also Israelis.
I have to be honest, I didn't know a lot about Israel before I came here for the first time, which was now 5 years ago.
When I was 12, I came here for a 6-month period. And my friends told me, well, what are you going to do there? There's camels, there's sand. So I came here basically expecting nothing.
Actually, my boyfriend at the time graduated 1 year before me, and he decided to come here to learn Hebrew and to look for an internship. He was Jewish, so he came here a lot before and he had a strong connection with Israel. So he came to Tel Aviv and I followed after that to visit. And he had always talked to me about Israel in such a good way, and it's so beautiful here, there's a nice beach and the people are amazing. And when I got here, I was a little bit like, I was like, what is so crazy here? What is so different here? First of all, I didn't think the city was a beautiful city in the typical way, like nice architecture. Like when I was doing city trips in Europe, it was always like these historical buildings and beautiful buildings. But here, I was like, okay, it's not so nice. The beach is nice, of course, and the people, I was like, they're rude, they're not so polite, they're loud. You always have to negotiate for everything. Nothing is easy. They make your life so difficult. Like nothing is easy, and. This is exactly what I started loving here, because it made me a lot more assertive and a lot less polite, but still I'm polite. But at least when I felt like something was wrong or the surface isn't good, then now I'm gonna be more directly talking about it or asking questions whenever I wanna have something. So it makes me a lot more forthcoming and maybe a little more demanding, but I don't think that's a bad thing.
When I arrived, I was in shock. I mean, everything was so developed, and when you expect nothing and you see all this development in the city, the beach, the stores, the apartments, I mean, for me it was a huge shocker and a good shocker. I mean, the first time I came to Israel when I was 12 years old was probably the best 6 months of my 18 years of life. I went to malls, I went traveling, I went out with friends. I made so many friends here, and it was kind of shocking of how many things there was to see. I really got a feel of what Israel was like. And when I left 6 months afterwards, after I arrived, I decided for sure 100% after I'm finished with high school, there's no way I'm living anywhere else but in Israel.
They ask me, you're not Jewish and you came to Israel? Then I tell them, I didn't only come to Israel, I came to the south. To the south? As you don't know, I study in Beersheba, and when I tell people I study in Beersheba, their faces grow pale, they raise their hands and ask, Beersheba? Why? To me, I can easily tell you why I'm in Israel and why I'm even in Beersheba. You know, to me, Israel, before I came, was a land of mystery. I knew about 5 things, like something Jerusalem, that's in Israel, right? Then West Bank, there's a conflict there, right? Isn't in Jerusalem the Wailing Wall? Then I had seen people floating in the Dead Sea. And Hamas, aren't they down here too? I want to work in international relations later on. And if you just know these 5 things, it doesn't really help. So my idea was, okay, go there, check it out, see what's going on down there, and just go to a place not like all the other ones who go to Tel Aviv or to Jerusalem. Go to somewhere special too, where there's mostly only Israelis, few tourists. So that's why I'm here in Beersheba, to learn about things, to see how things really go down here. And we'll see, like when I go back to Europe and I work in Europe for the Middle East, I might tell people what I have actually seen, what is the truth in my opinion.
Even now, when I'm as a student, I still feel so free. That's why I love this country. Just, I don't know, I feel like there's no constraints. I mean, everybody's always in a good mood. I mean, for some reason, in the middle of the afternoon, the cafes are full. I don't know what everybody's doing. It's like nobody works. I can't understand it, but something I definitely cherish here. The freedom, the lack, even though there's so much pressure to work and to do well, people still know how to enjoy life. And I love it. I appreciate it so much.
So this is about it. I hope to see you next week. Bye bye.